win that game. Let me start with Brandon Ingram. What have you made of his game so far in your weeks with him?
This is the year. For him, I believe in him. I know what his abilities are. Just being around him for these, first few weeks, and every big shot we needed, every play we needed, he made down the stretch, and I love seeing his growth.
What else has stood out to you just generally about your teammates through these first couple of weeks, LeBron?
I just think just the learning. We're learning on the fly, and everyone's applying it. We want to get better every day, and we've been doing that. We haven't taken a step backwards yet, so that's very good for our ball club.
You said that you don't need these games for yourself. You know how to get ready for a season, but more so your teammates can learn how to play with you. How do you think that process is evolving so far?
So far, so good. We have some things we can always clean up, and that's what we'll do tomorrow when we watch film. But through the first 3 games, I felt like we've got better from San Diego. We got better from the other night versus Denver again, and then we improved tonight as well. So it's a good start.
Last thing for you, you spent a lot of time playing basketball in this building, but what it's been like for you playing in the purple and gold?
It's a great experience. It's been great. These last 2 games, the fans have been unbelievable for preseason games, and I'm happy I've been able to be in uniform and go out there and show them what I'm capable of doing. So we want to continue to grow, which we will, and I'll let it game.
LeBron, appreciate the time.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, LeBron James.
LeBron.
Yeah, that's what you want to see in a leader. Things you want to hear from a leader. And encouraging confidence to his players. But the coaching staff always looks at what's going on the floor, and you look for the good and the bad. But one of the things I noticed is you watch the bench and how those guys were engaged in supporting the guys on the floor. McGee, Stevenson, LeBron. That's critical to have that kind of close-knit group, and that's the start of something really good. They're figuring out how to play with one another, but to see that bench, the way they're engaged, that's a hell of a thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say enough, I guess, good things about LeBron. I mean, what he does on the court, as we see here, we could do this all night. Just in 16 minutes, 18, 3, and 4, and you could just tell there was a spring in his step. He was aggressive when he needed to be. In the preseason, for him to be going to the basket as aggressively as he is, like he is here, to help this team to continue to grow, to accept new challenges and a new opportunity, to take another step in an already amazing career. So, even the interview there at the end, like a lot of guys don't even really take speaking to the media as seriously as they should in the way they used to. It was a gift to be interviewed after the game by a reporter, and at this point in his career to still speak to Mike that way and say the right things and think about his answers, that just says a lot about who he is, and that's the type of leader that after, Kobe and guys that have transitioned out in recent years, it's just great to see and observe.
Yeah, I think for the fans at Staples Center, I'm glad this game was there. They got a little taste of what's to come in that second quarter when the Lakers were down 11 and they closed on a 14-2 run, and LeBron absolutely taking over.
And they're going to be nights where they're going to need, where LeBron might not be, he'll be present, but he might not be there. They're going to need a guy like Ingram. I thought Kuzma had a good game too. He fought through some things and started to understand what he has to do at that position. So
we were saying it too. Kuz is always going to battle, right? I mean, he had that great tip at the end, 50% tonight, 17 points. All right, let's get you to the highlights you can see for yourself. Lakers playing a third preseason game against the Sacramento Kings. LeBron James starting, also Brandon Ingram. LeBron hits Ingram with the backdoor pass. We just saw that. Ingram converts. The two players connecting early. B.I. had said this week at practice, these two starting to form chemistry. You can feel it. Lakers go back to Ingram. He's going to pump fake on De'Aaron Fox. He's going to throw it down, James.
Pump fake was so good. A guy like Ingram, you want to see him knock down a couple, but the pump fake was so good. He went for it, and that's a good triple threat position to the cup.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox off to a hot start, gets the screen and pulls up. Kings up 5. He's going to pull up for 3. Top of the key, cap off an 8-0 Kings run, all scored by Fox. On the other end, Kuzma, pump fake. Kuz with the left-hand dribble, uses the right hand. Good job with the body right there. He had 6 points in the first half. Off the rebound, LeBron to Ingram, and I think this is where the Lakers can be real special fish.
Yeah, just being able to get out and run after stops. And, I mean, not many guys can make it on the move left-hand pass in transition. So having that all season is going to be great. Zuby with the block. And, again, LeBron getting downhill. James, I know you've mentioned once he gets that angle and gets that shoulder on the inside, it's tough to stop.
And then another one from Zubats. This time it's block number 2 of Marvin Bagley. Lakers reward him on the other end. Look at that. Lance Stevenson recognizing a streaking Zoo, and he throws it down, James.
Going to be competitive for Zoo. That's good. Blocked by him, but I like the fact that he's lighter, more agile this year. Block the shot and be the recipient of the pass. Turnover by the Lakers, though, cost him.
Yeah, bad pass by C. Didn't see De'Aaron Fox there, kind of hiding out. Alley-oop for Giles. KCP getting in on the action. Fish, that was good to see. He needed that.
Yeah, and got out in transition and got some layups.
Get some easy ones.
You know, as opposed to relying on the three-point shot. And that's something that all these guys are going to benefit from this year, as opposed to just standing behind that line. Great to see KCP out there flying in the lanes, getting those easy buckets.
Such an underrated pass by Josh Hart right there. On time, the quickness of it. Easy bucket for KCP. This time, the defense leading to a steal, taking it all the way himself. He helps ignite a 12-2 run. Then Sacramento responds. Bagley in the post. He's going to be a beast. Spinning. Hook shot with a little help from Kuz right there. James Kuz was trying to block it, ended up kind of guiding it through the hoop.
Yeah, but good evasive footwork by Bagley to get away from it. Good spin to the middle. Good results.
Ingram, pump fake, gets the whistle, draws the foul, converts the three-point play. Lakers back in it. All LeBron here, Fish.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron loves to go left, and really once he gets defenders on that right shoulder, there's not anything they can really do.
I hit myself in the chest like that, I'd break a rib.
Josh Hart taking the screen, hit the three-pointer. We don't want that big game. Josh Hart doing it all himself. He's got the size to get past Frank Mason, and he does. Kuz, pivot foot. Oh, fade away, hit it. Go ahead, James. Take this replay.
That's just pure athleticism right there. The ability to keep your pivot foot down and still bounce up for a little fadeaway jumper. That's just good athleticism by Kuzma.
Fish, what'd you like about that play right there by B.I. creates a little space?
Yeah, just, you know, when you have a shot that you know that it's your shot. I like the way B.I. got to his spot. And then Williams.
Oh, how about this?
That's the kaboom. The Zags.
And then Mo Wagner went nuts as we take a look at this replay right there. And then a fan.
So that's the bench right there.
Yeah, the fan tweet in. Need a gif of Mo Wagner face from the bench after that dunk. Pronto. You ask and you shall receive. That is now a new gif. Svi for 3. Nice to see Svi hit one. 96-95 Lakers down. Let's go to the fourth. Lance gets the left-handed layup to go. They're up 3. A couple minutes later, Giles inside the paint. He was in there for about 17 seconds. Gets it to go. Luke Walton calls timeout. After the timeout, Ingram draws a double team. Kicks it out to Kuz. Fish. That's good to see.
Oh, that's great to see. Poor defensive decision by the Kings. Great offensive decision. B.I. kicking it out to Kuz.
B.I. did this all night long in the fourth quarter right there. As you mentioned, you get that defender on your hip. You ride him all the way in. Use the glass. Can't block your shot. But no one helps him on the other end. And Artis in the corner, three-pointer, gets fouled by Ingram. So it's all tied after 4-point play. Ingram steal. Kuz train. In the reverse, James.
Love it. Love it. Defense to offense. Kuz under control. Little Euro reverse off the glass.
Yeah, we talked so much
LeBron
about,
loves it.
You know, LeBron with these guys, but Kuz and Ingram play so well together, too. Nice to see. Look at B.I. attacking Bagley. And that one goes right to him. Lakers down 1 big game, James. But more Ingram here.
See, the ability to absorb the contact and get into traffic and then finish with the length. That's a hell of a talent right there, man. Same thing there.
Fish, under control, too.
Yeah.
In traffic.
Getting to a spot. Being confident in his ability to handle the ball, get to his spot where he knows he can stop, and with the left to just shoot over the top.
Yeah, Ingram, after I think he kicked the ball about 6 times on the out of bounds, he finally gets the steal. Crowd going nuts. LeBron loves it, and that's what you were talking about, James.
Absolutely, but I've been in this situation before where you got a sideline taking the ball out, you can't move.
Rondo was going nuts.
You got somebody pressuring you. That's a tough ball to inbound. And
James, everyone's yelling at him, right? You're the best.
It's a tough ball to get in. You can't move. You get half court.
The guys heckling you behind you.
It's tough.
Ingram misses. How about Cruz not giving up? Forcing the Kings to do this. Everybody just saying, yeah, we'd love to win, but please no overtime, Vic.
Yeah, no OT in the preseason.
128 to 123. LeBron James with 18 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He did it in his 15 minutes. Brandon Ingram, 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Josh Hart added 17. Kuz added 17. So the Lakers putting up the points and getting that win. They go to 1-2 in the preseason. Let's head back to Staples Center. Lakers head coach Luke Walton to speak with the media.
Hey, let me start today just because we got to get better, right? 3 things we talked about before games: screening, we talked about not turning the ball over, and not fouling. And I don't have official stat sheets because we didn't have them all night, so maybe I'm wrong and I'll watch the video tonight, but we were not good at any of those tonight. So we have to get a lot better this next week, however long we got left until the start of the season.
All that being said, how'd you feel about Brandon Ingram and the closing he showed tonight?
He was good. Everyone had moments, but we got to get more consistent. Like we keep playing 2-3 good minutes of basketball, and then we get away from it, and then we start fouling, and then we get then we're not playing physical on defense. So he was good when he was closing the game, but there was moments we need him to be engaged defensively like that the whole time. And I thought at the end there he got 3 deflections on the row out of bounds using his length. I mean, he can do that all the time and be disruptive like that. So happy the way he closed the game, for sure. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to talk about what about Miles. He can talk about that.
Luke, that said, what you've said about your team tonight, did you see something out of Josh Hart again? I mean, did he give you anything in terms of individually?
Yeah, Josh has been pretty good. So we talk about the team as a whole because we win or lose together, but Josh has been pretty darn good with setting screens. Setting screens, taking care of the ball, and playing defense without fouling. So he's done a nice job of those.
During the game tonight, David West, former Warrior, you might have been there with him, I'm not sure, but anyway, he tweeted that the way Josh guarded him last year in the post made him realize that it's time for me to hang it up. You talked about how he had guarded Jokic last game, but defensively, what's he given you so far?
Josh has been great. He really has. He's tough. It's good to see because he came in. The season ended. We gave everyone their time off, and he came in the gym and started working and lifting. Came to me and said, "Coach, I want to play all of summer league. I want to play Sacramento and Vegas every game." So he did that. Went out and won MVP. Took a couple of days off, came right back and started working again. So anytime someone's having success that puts in the work that Josh has put in, it's good to see.
Hey, Coach, through the first 3 games on the defensive side, things that have stood out good and then things that you still want to see improved on, just more in general.
Well, that's a tough to answer because it's good. It's the communication's good when our defense is good. It's like our defense is good when we're doing the things well that we talk about doing. We're just not doing it long enough. So communication, doing our work early, getting over in our shell defense. So all the things that make you a good defensive team, when we do those, we're a good defensive team.
Hey, Luke, in that first half, LeBron was just getting to the basket at will, and you've seen that for his whole career. But I just wonder, as a coach, what does that simple thing that he can do that when he wants to? How does that unlock everything? And how do you?
Well, it's just nice because it's he knows he knows when to take over a game, when to get his teammates involved, when we're settling for too many jump shots. He's aware of all that. He has that feel playing the game of basketball. So if he's getting to the rim, that probably means because we either need to stop a run, or we're in the bonus, or we're shooting too many jumpers, and he takes it upon himself.
All right, next up for the Lakers, it's the Clippers at Honda Center in Anaheim on Saturday. Game time is set for 7 here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Our coverage starts with Lake Show at 5:30, followed by Access Sportsnet Lakers, leading you up to tip-off. Much more to come on Access.